Hello everyone and welcome to Learn Twin Flame Tarot. So today we're doing the Seven of Pentacles. We're going to look at the card together and then come back and talk about it for Twin Flames. The Seven of Pentacles. So 7 is about manifestation and creation and creating your dream. And if this comes up with the Magician card or the Star or something really beautiful, it's a big sign that your dreams are coming true and you won't have to wait long for that to happen. But this is a card where we are cultivating our garden. And our garden can be our dream. It can be our mind, things we are working on in our life. So in our garden, we remove the weeds. And the weeds can be negative thoughts or negative patterns, negative behaviours. And we replace those with flowers that bloom and grow, like positive thoughts and positive intentions and positive feelings. And it's the same with our dreams. When we focus on our dreams and we have vision of how we want it to be, it starts to bloom and grow. But when the ego creeps in with when and how and if and all the fear and ego and all that doubt, it can create weeds in our garden. So this is really about having the intention, which is knowing what you desire, what you want, and then having faith that it has been created, that it is manifesting at the right time. And that beautiful kind of bush there is growing those gold pentacles. So it's about knowing that everything will grow at the right time. You know, the trees in the fall and the autumn don't worry about those leaves falling off because they know in the spring they're going to be reborn, they're going to rebuild, they're going to regrow. So this is about knowing that the universe has truly got your back with your intention. And, you know, all you have to do is give love and be in the energy of love and give. And, you know, I always see this like a beautiful plant that we can talk to. You know, when we talk to plants, they grow healthier, stronger, more fruitful, better. So our thoughts become things and our words have power. So speak into existence what you desire, but don't go into frustration or anger if it's not being created the way you expect. Because expectation brings in disappointment. It may not be on your time, but it's going to be on divine time. It's going to happen at the right time, and it's going to be even much bigger and better than you've even dreamed about. So know that there's always a plan. And it may not be your plan because, you know, you are living this human life, whereas God, the Creator, sees all and knows all, and knows what is and isn't good for you. And sometimes what we think is good for us in that moment isn't good for us in that moment, but it will be better in a month's time or a year's time. So we have to trust the journey and to know that patience is about loving life and being in the now and enjoying what you're doing, not waiting around looking at what you want to manifest or create. So it's about trusting that you will receive everything you've been asking for in the right way, and that beautiful. And they give me a beanstalk. That beanstalk is growing to lead somewhere new. They give me a block in the throat chakra. So, you know, this can be hard when we're going through blocks in communication or a block in the process or a delay. Because that's how we see to delay a block or, you know, something that's stuck. Whereas in spiritual truth, everything is delayed with love. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is being created the right way, so we have to let go and trust and allow the universe to do its magic and allow everything to unfold beautifully. And then when we're ready, always at the right time, we receive our dream. And that's really what this card is all about. So this is really a card where what we focus on grows. And we know that, you know, where our energy is or where our attention goes, that's where the energy flows. And this is about setting your intentions and asking for what you desire and knowing that you can have, be, and do whatever that is. So you can be what you want to be, you can do what you want to do and have whatever you want to have in your life or what you desire. Sometimes when we use the word I want, it creates the fear of lack. But if we say I desire, it feels different, it feels delicious. The energy feels more uplifting and vibrant and hopeful. So this is really someone who is looking at what they desire and manifesting it or willing it into being and On the twin flame journey, sometimes this can get frustrating because this could be the divine feminine thinking, is it ever going to happen? They always say a watched kettle never boils, or a watched pot never boils. And it's the same as, if you're waiting for someone to come to your house to do something and you're looking out the window, where are they? They never seem to come. But as soon as you kind of think, right, I need to go to the toilet, or I'm going to make a coffee, or you go away from the window, they turn up because, your focus shifted. So this is a good thing when this card comes up, because it means we are setting intentions and we are asking for what we desire and we are creating and manifesting our dreams. But it's also a reminder to let go, because when we ask, it is given. So sometimes we can spend too much time obsessing over the when, or thinking, is it ever going to happen? When are they going to come? Because you can see that energy in this card too. Okay, because it is focused on those gold pentacles. So you may be thinking, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? And we have to remember that what we ask for in one season, we receive in another, because there's always a timeline of preparation. And that's why separation is preparation. You're getting ready for what's to come, the new. And this is a lot like when we bake a cake. Okay, and I use this analogy a lot because it's very powerful. We get what we want into the bowl. Say if we're making a cake, it could be a fruit cake, it could be a cream cake, and we put all the ingredients into the mixing bowl and we mix it all together and we put it in a bowl ready, or a pot ready to go into the oven. So we have to get the oven ready, we get everything ready how we want it to be, and that's setting the intention. So that's when we create with our vision board, or we talk to the angels, or we have that vision in our mind. And then we put the pot in the oven to bake and cook. Now, we leave it, okay? It's a natural thing to leave it. We just put it in the oven. We know it's going to take however long it takes. We go about our day. We go about our business. We don't keep going to the oven and opening the door and checking on it, closing it, checking on it, because it's going to disrupt the cooking process. Okay, if it was a loaf of bread, the bread may not rise properly, or it may affect it in some way. It may not taste as good. So we know that the best thing to do is leave it be and trust the oven to do its job. Now, the oven is the universe. So the universe is doing its job, and the cake and everything you've asked for is your intention, or your union, or your relationship, or whatever you've asked for. And it's your job to trust it enough to let it do what it's doing. Okay, you may not be aware of when it's going to be, ready to eat, when your union is going to come in, but you trust the process of it, just like you trust the oven. Okay, Doreen Virtue, back in the day when she was kind of sharing her angel readings and stuff, she gave the analogy, which I love, about going into a restaurant. You go into a restaurant and you order something from the waitress, and you trust that order is being given to the chef, and the chef is creating the order and the waitress will then bring you your meal when it's ready. And they give me fear. So again, we go into fear, especially if we're really hungry. And if we're really hungry and we're waiting for that food, like, is it ever going to come? But we don't go in the kitchen chasing the chef around, asking the chef, are you cooking it right? When's it going to be done? We just trust the chef, like we trust the universe. And then we know at the right time, hopefully, it will come to the table and we'll be able to enjoy a delicious meal. So we have to see it in that way. So this is remembering that once you've asked, it is given. So, the angels are listening constantly, and they are intelligent beings. So when you ask, they hear your prayer and they get on it. They go to work. You don't have to keep asking and asking and asking and asking and asking, okay? Because that's bringing in doubt. When we have unwavering faith, we know we ask and it is given. And I'll give you an example that's really powerful. When I was away at the weekends, I went to a show at the O2 Arena in London. It's a huge arena. It's full of like thousands and thousands of people. And I've got a ring. It's not this ring, but it's a ring that George gave me for our anniversary. And I dropped it, but I wasn't sure when I dropped it. I thought I dropped it in the toilet. And it was just before the show was about to start. So I came back to my seat, realised I hadn't got my ring on, and I called on Archangel Chamuel, the finding angel. And I said, Archangel Chamuel, thank you for helping to bring my ring back to me by the end of the second half, by the end of half time, which means I'd watch the first half and then I'd probably go to the toilet and see if it'd been handed in or whatnot. And, you know, for the first 10 minutes of that show, I was really worried about it. I wasn't letting go. I was stressing. I was feeling guilty. I was beating myself up over it, thinking, how have I done that? And then I just forgot about it, let go, watched the show, enjoyed it. And then at half time, I was sitting with my friends and George, and I completely forgot all about it. And we were just messing around, taking Snapchat stories and videos. And then the guy behind me, literally a minute before the show was about to restart, tapped me on the shoulder and said, is this your ring? And I was blown away. I was like, how? Angels, power. So you don't have to doubt that. You know, the angels and the universe know what they're doing. When you ask, it is given. So this is the divine feminine trusting or needing to trust that your dream is manifesting and not waiting around. You know, we think that patience sometimes is waiting around, and it isn't. It's about loving life, getting on with your day the way you would if you were cooking a cake, if you were baking a cake. And the masculine sometimes can be that focused on their world. They miss out on things because they're stressed out. So the energy around this card is set your intention. And the masculines also have a vision of what they want, but they have to release the fear around the ego. So for the masculine, we've got, I am learning to ask for what I want. So from the masculine perspective, you know, when we stop reaching out to our twin and we trust the timing of it all and we let go and we just get on with our day, then we are teaching the masculine to step forward and ask for what they want. So sometimes the masculines know what they want, but they don't ask for it. They don't know how to, and they have to learn that. So again, 7 of Pentacles, set your intention. That's what's creating that harvest. You know, your harvest will come. You'll take the cake out of the oven and oh, it will be delicious. And the feminine, 7 of Pentacles, I set my intentions and know they are manifesting. So see the power of the divine feminine. I set my intention and I know that they are manifesting. I know that I don't have to watch that pot or that cooker because I know the oven is doing its job. I know the universe is doing its job, and I trust that it's coming in divine timing and it will be at the right time for me, even if I want it before. So trust in that. So the whole energy of this card is set your intention, ask for what you want, and know that it's manifesting and it will come to you in divine time, whether that's union, communication, a job, anything else you're wanting to bring in on your journey in your life path. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.